So in hip number 1, we have Sophie Westcott, one of the SAS runners. She's been in good form. In hip number 2, we have Madeline Laven. Number 3, Orla Shackloth. 4, Jessie Main. 5, Abby Goldsworthy. 6, Louise Tyne, another SAS athlete. 7, Rachel White. 8, Saskia Lloyd. 9, Nisa Males. 10, Matilda Strugnell. In 11, we have Seabold. In 12, we have Hickey. 13, we have Kroll. 14, Baker. 15, Sophie Coltish, and 16, Cushy Diol, one of the Diols back out there again. So it should be a good race. Got a few Box Hill runners in here, as usual, at a Milers Club, especially when it's down a Box Hill. So it should be a good race. Some good athletes in here. Got Jazz Yell getting a good photo of them on the start line. Always taking good photos, Jazz. So should be on for a good race here, and I reckon we're going to be ready to go soon. They're in the starters' hands, it seems.
On your marks.
Yeah, well, for having a go, you absolutely smashed that out of the park, Isaac. So, as you mentioned, we do have our women's B mile event underway. And I know, geez, you're all over it. We see all the SAS athletes, which is fantastic to see. And so these girls are going to try and sort it out early. Is that, did I see, so when you're leading it out there?
I believe that's Strugnell. I can't. Yes, I think that's...
Is that Westcott on the inside?
Yeah, well, that's Coltish there on the outside of Westcott. So she seems to be happy to be in the lead, Westcott, but Coltish is just... She doesn't want to drop in, but she's happy to be up at the front, so she's out of the trouble. And then Strugnell's behind her and got a good pack bunched up behind them.
Yeah, now they're all working extremely well together. And it is weird because it is a pack, but now it's, you're right, it's sort of running in pairs a little bit towards the back of the field too. So a lot of these ladies have plenty of room to be able to stride out and find their spot. Towards the back, they are a little bit paired up, but it is Westcott who's going to lead us out on the inside there from Box Hill, which is great to see. Right on the outside there is Coltish too, so you're right. She's going to drop in on the shoulder, maybe have a little knock-knock and see who's home and if anyone's going to open the door. And on side of that is our Williamstown athlete now moving up to get a part of the action. So that is Goldsworthy. So it is going to be Westcott. Coltish on the outside there too is Strugnell. Goldsworthy as well. Right on the inside is Lloyd. So... look, you could almost throw a blanket over that field right now because now they are all partnered up. But it is going to be Sophie Westcott of SAS, of Box Hill, who's going to lead this race out.
And I reckon Steve will be happy. He likes to get us out at the front, being aggressive, and that's what Westcott's doing here. So she's leading them out, acting as a pacemaker basically. But sometimes it's a good thing. It's not always bad to be out in the front on your own because you can run your own race and just, you know, if you're feeling good, you can just pick it up and make moves whenever you want because you don't have people in front of you. So this could be good for Westcott if she can hold on to it.
And hopefully she can. She's been a consistent trainer, a consistent performer for a while now, Westcott. So it would be good to see if she could take a win here in the women's B mile event. So she is going to go, possibly, look, she's on track to be able to go gun to tape. So we'll see what the rest of this pack can do. Again, we saw in the last few races, you don't want to spot the leader too much room, and thankfully they haven't. Or if you're Westcott, you're wishing they did. So Coltish on the outside, dropping in on the shoulder. Strugnell too. This pack becomes a little bit bigger. Main as well, and so too is Laven. So
about 2:36 at the bell there. So they're running at a good pace at the moment, and this could be a pretty quick run if they can hold on to it and close in a fast last lap, which is very possible when you got a pack like this and you got people to push you. So Westcott's got a bit of a gap at the moment. She's got about 5 metres, maybe a bit less, and it looks like it'll be Strugnell who's going to try and close that, followed by Coltish, I believe that is, on the inside there. And from Diamond Valley in hip number 4, that's Main. So she's starting to make a move. We can see a bit of movement in that pack there. So it's a solid chase back of 6, but Westcott with 600 to go at 3:14, she seems to be out on her own, and she could be out for good here if she can manage to hold on and run away with it. It's about 10 metres that gap now, and we can see there is someone moving around from that pack. I believe it's the Diamond Valley athlete Main, and she's moving, but Westcott 500 metres to go. She's got a pretty good gap, so she could hold them off here as they come around into home straight for the second last time.
Yeah, and that's just it. Now they're starting to give her that gap. They held it so well, but now Westcott's been able to put the foot down and be able to move away. So she's about 13 metres ahead. The only one who might be able to move with them will be Main, or Jess Main, I believe that is from Diamond Valley. So It's going to be Sophie Westcott who's going to lead it through with 400 metres to go. Main now starting to launch her assault onto this win for the women's B mile 800. Westcott done all the work. Main being the one who had the beneficiary of being at the back of that pack and now moving through. And you would say it's going to be a race in two with 300 metres to go. So Westcott, Main. Westcott still remaining strong. She's 5 metres ahead of Main, but Main now starts to move. She starts to get the stride moving with 250 to go. The last time on the back straight. Feel the magic of Box Hill back straight, because it gets people moving. We might see a slingshot from Main off this last 200 metres. Westcott done so much work. There's no screen. She would have no idea unless she starts to hear the breathing, and Main's not quite close enough yet. So through the Ellinghouse corner, Westcott gets her training partners to give her a big cheer, and Main now wants to get close, but she's not going to get near it by the looks of it. Westcott lifts now. You would say that some people might have told her how close her competitor is. Westcott last time down the straight, and she is going to go gun to tape. Sophie Westcott right now running down. We got 5 minutes on the clock, so it's a pretty fast time. She's going to be stoked with that. Well done to Westcott. She's going to take the win of the B women's mile event in 5:07. Main there for second, and for third place, absolutely flying through, was our Diamond Valley athlete in Laven. So Laven comes through for third. Now we see Coltish, and we start to see the rest of our field. But Westcott, Isaac, gun to tape. You'd expect that.
Yes, they would be very happy with that. Sophie Westcott's had a pretty good season, and she's been in the squad emails, which is always good when you get in one of Steve's emails. So I think she'll be in another one here tonight after her win there. Gun to tape, which we've seen a couple of them tonight. We saw in the last race, Terrace, he managed to fight back late in the race, but Sophie held on to the lead the whole way there.